Yeah, what's up again, ladies and gentlemen? There's the links coming up in chat for you for that intro. Again, made by Family Joel 7X and Dorcas1218. Thank you guys so much for the work on that. I don't give credit where it's due anywhere near enough. They did a phenomenal job on that. But welcome in once again. There's all that boiler hype in chat for that matter. And on that note, let me flip on over. We got a somewhat rescheduled race. This was supposed to take place at 3 a.m. Eastern. But again, because of a few scheduling changeabouts, these two actually found time where they could get this in a little bit earlier, and it works out a lot better for both of them doing so. So again, being that we're the friendly type of league where things can get switched around if need be, Wake and Smoke is on the left side, and he's going to be taking on Awesomeitsamy right now. So again, this should have been at 3 a.m. Eastern, moving up to midnight Eastern, so about 3 hours ahead of time here. But again, we'll explain about the Tornus race when it comes time after this race. Again, it'll make a little bit more sense at that point, obviously. On that note, though, we're going to do a best 2 out of 3 race through the womb, too. Oh, somebody got his hair cut. Oh, snap, look at that. All like, wow, you're all set for next week. Jamie Heineman? Anybody? Anybody? Mythbusters? We found Jamie. Who's our Adam? And for that, okay, real important question, who's our Carrie? We all know that's a real important question here. Obviously, we got our Jamie, but who's our Carrie? Chop, chop, come on. Taking all applications, just saying. I'm kidding, seriously. Auntie's gonna kill me if she heard that one. Moving on, what we were saying was you see Awaken on the left side there. We'll do a best 2 out of 3 race with Isaac on both sides. Same save file for that matter, so both have Platinum God save files with every item unlocked. And we'll race through the womb too, so whoever takes out Mom's Heart first will get a point added at the bottom of the screen to their totals where you see the zeros. Again, there are 7 banned items. Yeah, no! Awaken. There's 7 banned items nobody can take on the way down. I'll give you a link here to all these. And it'll link up in here. Yeah, Gary. Enough said. Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dr. C Scrolls, Holy Bible, the Shovel, and on rare occasions, the Toothpicks. Toothpicks are on the ban list because, again, you can re-roll them or take them if you want. That's the only item out of those you get to pick up at any point, though. The rest can be D6'd if you still have it available. Other than that, D6 also outlawed against everything else. Pretty much all glitches are outlawed. Again, the racers know this, though. They know all the rules. They're off and racing whenever they're ready. Best of luck to you both. And again, there's a split link into both of their channels. And you see they are off and running. Ooh, interesting beginnings. Max's head on the left for damage increase and knockback on Awakened Steers. Look at the size of these by comparison now. And Amy picked up Lard, which gave her 2 red health container increase. I have to be Adam. Okay, fair enough. I reject your reality and substitute my own. I can deal with this. I like that mentality, so I can totally deal with this. Ooh, smelled some brimstone early. I wouldn't mind seeing that, especially with Max's head already. That can make her some interesting damage, so I wouldn't mind seeing that combo. Would not mind that in the slightest bit. Hey, what's up, Ben? How you doing this evening? And Xavier, good to see you both. Alright, 11 cents out of that 1 bomb placed by Awakened Smoke. Again, Amy on the right side, first into her boss fight to fight the Duke of Flies. And Awakened not far behind, gonna walk right in now. Really, you hate Brimstone? See, it took a while for me to get used to it, so I can understand the hatred for Brimstone, especially at first. Like, if you die a few times with it and you're not real skilled as far as it, that sounds wrong. That sounds like I'm knocking, oh, you suck with Brimstone, that's why you don't like it. Not what I mean. But, like, if you're not, overly skilled with it at the very beginning, you're not used to the actual usage of it, it doesn't work out all that great. Now, again, once you really get used to, like, okay, I can clear an entire room almost top to bottom with the amount of time it stays out. When you get used to, like, making your movements very evenly across the screen, it does pay off a lot more, and I've grown to love Brimstone. So if I ever see that, I don't care what situation it puts me in, I'm getting it. So let's see, in situations in a curse room here, Awakening not getting any luck with his item coming out of there, so again, just a troll bomb, ran himself right back out. He's the first onto the basement too. I almost called them caves too again. I hate the fact that they're called cellars when they're expansion floors. Alright, little damage up and health up again for Amy, so she's up to 6 red heart containers already. So a nice health build versus basically a nice damage build. We got little Steven for Awakened Smoke following around doing base tier damage with homing ability on him. And speaking of a little bit of damage, he is going to replace his D6. Awaken will take Mr. Boom. One-time spacebar use bomb item. with Mr. Mega attached to it, so a lot of damage up and blast radius increase. Alright, so speaking of that blast radius increase, you see Awakening actually got into that item rock that was tucked away in the back corner of that room. So again, very good usage of it right there. And Amy, after her item room already, still looking for that key to get into it. And again, also looking for her boss fight here on Basement 2 as well. So yet another item rock. Do you waste the key? Yes, you do. Awaken will take it for a bomb and a few pennies increased. Gambling a possibility, but I'll take the Wretched, the Widow fight. Wretched's way later. Widow's the easy one, as Awaken Smoke is fighting. There's that key for Amy, in a golden key format for that matter, so she has infinite keys for this floor. Also just grab the remote detonator, that'll let her detonate bombs whenever she chooses, again with the spacebar, and gives her 5 free bombs in the first place. But again, Awaken first on down to the caves. There's Amy's boss fight to end off the basement. And speaking of item rooms, Awaken also no key to get into it yet here, though, in the caves 1. What's up, Liquors? How you doing? New-ish, at least. This is the second season going on here, so technically speaking, we've been around since about last year racing this, and I was doing public monthly races beforehand, but kind of sort of similar format, a little bit different, though, at the same point. So it's been around a little bit over a year, somewhere in that range. So it's still basically in the refining process of it. It's getting a little bit more refined, but a little bit better. Ooh, how about that devil deal? Brother and sister. Only sister affordable, though, so Amy will spend one of her red hearts and get a nice follower in Sister Maggie that'll shoot out halfway decently damaging tears. Again, not the greatest, but you notice they are red, so it's more damage increase, and for one of those 7 red hearts, you might as well. And there's a split link for you. Sorry about that, I was getting a little slacking on actually linking that up for you guys. My bad. Yeah, there's always this lack of keys up until the point when it's like, oh, here's another golden key for the 3rd straight floor, or in this case, one spawns at the end of the room right as we start talking about it. Thanks, game. Thanks. Actually, Amy's definitely saying thanks. She's got the only key in the game at the moment. All right, again, Awaken holding on to 1/2 an Eternal Heart there, that half a white heart at the end of his bar of health. If he gets that onto the next floor, or a second one here on this floor, that'll turn into a full red health container for him. So again, a little bit of a risk holding onto it now. If he takes any damage, that'll be the first thing to disappear. And 1 key to rule them all. This Sunday. Technically, it's Saturday, and I'm a dumbass. Well, actually, it's Friday still for me, so I'm really stupid. Grumps can't tell days. Woo. I may need to sleep a lot next week. Alright, with 25 cents, Awaken Smoke holding on to a Judgy card. Let's see where he winds up taking that to put it to use. He should have plenty of money. And again, just next room he's going to use it. Oh, maybe not. I'm switching out with another card. I thought he actually used it there when I saw it. Never mind, jump the gun. Alright, there's that boss fight. So Awaken now, basically with this full floor advantage, knows where, well, has gotten his item room, or gotten to it, I should say, knows where it is, and is also at his boss fight here, so unless a key drops, it's no such luck unless that's a bombs or key pill, but he isn't even going to bother. Right on into his boss fight is Awaken for Gertie. And once again, the tanking version with a lot of extra spawns. Now that's handy on Amy's side, item room and boss fight connected together. Thank you very much, Capes 1. And there you see that one-time Mr. Boom use for a lot of extra damage off of a bomb. Alright, on on into her item room. That D20, God, man, that's shown up a lot this week. That would reroll stuff like that heart in the center of the room for Amy. Mind you, she can't get to it. But let's say that you took out this item rock that's in Amy's boss fight room. Or had that bomb laying on the ground, for that matter. Case in point, you could actually hit the D20 and re-roll all of the stuff that came out of there and that bomb, if it hadn't exploded yet, into something else similar, whether that be a key, a heart, a coin, a card, a trinket, something of that nature. Again, doesn't give you actual pedestal items unless you get lucky and get a locked chest with one in it. So it can happen, and somebody was correcting me not too long ago on that. So technically, yes, that can happen. But it's an offhand chance off of something else. Real quick, let's get a Judgy Pleases Awakens taken out, Gertie. Also, that 1 cube of meat for Amy, and she'll be taking this 1 item rock and then on down to her caves, too. Alright, a little more health up on Awaken's side, let alone 1 more with that half an Eternal Heart. And there you see he's got 6 red hearts, so exact same amount of health working on both sides right now, and both into the caves, too, at the exact same time. Alright, Goat Hoof on Awakened side is going to give him plus movement speed, so you'll notice he goes a lot quicker now. And again, Amy on to yet another item room here. Man, might as well take that locked chest. Wow, hello, lots of items. That Lucky Toe really paying off. Lots of extra item spawns because of that trinket that she has. Well, this actually doesn't make the poop that bad of a thing for 1 second. Might as well put that out and see if he gets something out of it, I guess. But there you saw what it does. Lays 1 coil of poop on the ground that you have a chance to get a coin, a heart, a key, something like that out of. Nothing real special, though, and it's only about a 5% chance. So, gee, thanks, game. Thanks. But again, Awaken over on the right side onto what is now the Wretched fight, which I accidentally called the other fight earlier, the Widow, which that was not it. That was the Wretched, which just got basically 1 hit. A little bit more health up and a Devil Deal in which possibly to spend it. Or to get Krampus and the guaranteed free item lump of coal for Awakened Smoke. I swear, it's like his luck this year. He wants to go spend hearts. Yeah, here's a free item out of it. Again, he does get damage up as the shots travel further on screen after he picks up the lump of coal. But again, he wanted to get something like the Pact and a Mark if he could. Maybe Brimstone, Mom's Knife. Anything would have been nicer than that lump of coal. Mind you, it's free, and he keeps the health. But like I said, meh. And just a little more health on his side to go. And again, Amy just looking for her boss fight here to finish off the caves too. Yeah, that 1 troll bomb spawning. Gee, thanks, room. So thankfully Awaken did not hit the item on the way through. But he'll be on down to his Depths 1 first. Ooh, maybe make that a Depths XL as he gets a loading screen error. Speaking of boss fight, Amy coming across that. And it is an XL floor. Interesting. So, that means 2 item rooms and 2 boss fights here somewhere in this XL floor for Awaken Smoke. And the boss fights will be attached side by side. Oh, that's why I was saying, like, Awaken didn't want to see Krampus in there. Like, yeah, he gets a little bit of damage up if his shots travel further. Awesome. But at the same point, not what he wanted. He really wanted to be able to get, like, just walk in, grab Mom's knife, walk right back out, and he would have been happy with it. So I got a lot of time wasted. Not wasted, but like you said, a lot of time spent, and that is really, really difficult to deal with sometimes in races. See you muted. Have yourself a good one. And thank you very much, Zoidberg. Why not, Zoidberg? No, seriously, thank you very much. And I'm Crumps, the guy that owns the channel here. So I basically host everything here, but thank you very much for the compliment. Ooh, check this out. Another item room and boss fight attached, and Awaken gonna get a very short Depths 1 floor this time. What's up, Skater? How you doing this evening? Alright, peep down and a little bit more health up for Amy. No boss, or excuse me, Devil Deal, or item, God Room, excuse me, at the end of that floor. So moving on down to her depths one. Again, Awaken, having that one item room, no key to get into it, did also find those 2 back-to-back boss fights, so very, very clutch here. This may just skip him right on down to the womb momentarily. Oh, I don't want to call it skipping, you still have to go through the 2 boss fights, but again, you get where I'm going with this thought, I believe. And again, keep a monster on that perfect pattern, just go side to side, watch him flip his head twice. Watch the little glitch, 1, 2, move over to the other side. 1, 2, move over to the other side, and he'll keep going right in that same pattern. You have him on lockdown. Ooh, let's get no crowns. Awaken gonna pass up. Again, he has no need for money at this point. Plenty of money should he come across a Judgment Baker. And again, Pageant Boy would have just been a little bit extra money up, so if you got a Taco's chat on, you'll see those no crowns. It's an ongoing joke, by the way. That is not a banned item before anybody asks. Alright, so in regular Gray Mom fight, here is Awaken Smoke. And again, he is going to skip over both of the items here in the steps floor. He will not be able to get back out of here unless some way to teleport out happens to spawn for him. Ravager. That happens. Welcome to this game. And again, speaking of boss fights, Amy has found hers immediately here on Depths 1 as well, so that internal compass keeping her relatively close, or at least as close as she can be at this point. That looks damn nice, Ravager. And again, I don't know why the hell that didn't copy over to my other computer, otherwise I would have put that up, but, like, it's not copying my bookmarks, so I don't know what's up. We'll figure it out. Either way, though, if worse comes to worse, I'll just open up another chat window on that computer, make it easier. Either way, we got the Fallen on Amy's side, so a guaranteed Devil Deal item for free at the end of this. She may get another Devil Deal or God Room as well. We saw that earlier tonight, where Wolf actually got the Sacred Heart and a God Room after this fight. Let's see, a little more health for Awaken Smoke. Polaroid going with them down to what could be another XL floor here in the womb. Uh-oh. Ooh, there goes that flash, pun intended. Flash squared, man. All the way across the sky. What does it mean? Ooh, it does mean another XL floor. Wow, another Curse of the Labyrinth means XL floor here in the womb. Only 2 back-to-back boss fights to find for Awaken Smoke. And yeah, you might as well take that. Okay, and then yet another half an Eternal Heart coming out of that blood machine. Sure. But again, just the 2 boss fights to find, so we'll see just how lucky Awaken gets, or if he gets one of those Fat Shuffler-sized floors where you have to clear out 34 rooms to get through it. We've seen some nastiness here. On the other hand, Common Cold, should point out, was what Amy picked up, and you notice all of her shots now have poison effect on them. Yeah, my, oh my. Alright, so now that Awaken is down to just he and the Mimic in the room, he's going to walk over, make that go onto spikes, and again, if you don't shoot, neither does the Mimic, so if you don't aim at him, he is not aiming at you. Just keep that in mind. It does help out quite a bit if you don't fire. Alright, this next room over to the right could break down to the south, so I'm sure Awaken will keep checking over there. But that may very well also be a very quick dead end. Was that a pun? Oh, that was... Oh, I see what you did there. Ooh, look at this. Internal compassing on yet another XL floor. Awaken Smoke right over to his back-to-back boss fights in the Womb XL. Uh-oh. Well, that's going to save a lot of time. Again, skipping over both of his item rooms. He found one in the depths, but going straight basically for his boss fights there as well in the XL floor. That's a big time saver. Takai preference. Okay, sorry, it's a really bad joke, but I'm sorry, it was bad. Whatever. Either way, Death is the boss fight here in Awaken's room, and you can see he's actually knocking Death back quite a bit, so only 2 of those sites actually got to spawn. And this time there's all 4 of them. Oh, how did the horse not kill the other knight? What the? There we go. A little bit delayed on it, but at least he killed it. Thank you for the free heart. Death has been really nice handing out free red hearts at the end of some of those knight spawns. Yeah, can we just get Spaz to commentate now? The cat makes more sense than the human does. I've grown used to this already. I've accepted it. The way Awaken looks like he's going to take the body of Death out here. Ooh, actually got the horse dead right at the worst time. He could have actually gotten an easy kill, but that was an oops moment there, killing off the horse, I think. Either way, easy kill also on the knights. Grabbing that 1 cube of meat, and he'll be right on into his mom's heart fight. So looking for a 1-0 lead. Amy's also found herself her mom's foot fight on depths too. So 2-floor differential at the moment here, but it's been because of those back-to-back XL floors on Awaken Smoke's side. I gotta agree, and Gambit is making a very good point. Of all people, Gambit knows this because you pulled, what, 4 hearts out of that fight the other day? Not the other day, but the other week, I should say. Yeah, Champion Death is a real bro with spawning hearts for you. And how about a real sis, regular Gray Mom. So nothing too scary here. A bunch of regular level enemy spawns. And the only thing you really have to worry about is getting too many of them on screen at a time. Yeah, full heal plus a heart, just for show. And Awaken down to just 1.5 hearts himself on that note. Yeah, there's that night spawn. That's going to make this room a little interesting with that extra one. Did I double up a song in here? Hey, speaking of heart spawns, that didn't really help Awaken any. 2 hits and he's dead anyways, but whatever, he's up to 2 full hearts. You never know, it could be another half heart spawn at some point. Alright, there's that last bomb on Awaken's side, and he is at the 50%, slightly under 50% mark on Mom's heart, down to 2 hearts himself. And Liz will stay out the rest of the time, so will Chubb for the time being. So Awaken's just going to have to avoid him, but he's doing great damage to the heart as he stays on the far side of the room, lets his, well, all the range that he can, and that lump of coal do all the work that he can. So a little bit more damage the further away he stays. And it's all about just doing that damage. That's the important thing, and he's just about done here. And there you go, right as Amy hits about the 50% mark on her mom's foot. Nothing can be done about that. Back-to-back XL floors made a huge difference there, and Awaken has taken himself a 1-0 lead here, so very nicely done on both sides. Again, Amy had a pretty damn good run going, but man, those back-to-back XL, look at this. He just loaded up into another XL floor. Oh my god, really, dude. Really, go to the casino, Awaken Smoke. Go to the casino. Bet large, I think that's what it's telling you. No, but on that note, seriously, very nicely done. We got a 1-0 lead on his side. Give us about 2 minutes here. We'll get both of the racers reset and set up for round number 2. Amy going to look to tie it up at 1 apiece, and Awaken going to look to win 2-0. So be right back, guys. Hang tight. Go meet both of our racers. We'll get the link for you, and a whole bunch of other ones for that matter. But be right back. Thank you again for everything, and hang tight. Alrighty, we're back and we're clear. Hey, Cat, I have an idea for you. How about thanks for not puking on me? Jesus Christ. Love my cat, I really do. You are a really dirtball. You know that? Try not eating the blanket and then you won't puke it. On that note, like I said, we're back. Not only does my cat not use PEDs, nor does that guy on the left side. No, again, sorry, I had to. It wrote itself. It wrote itself. No, on that note, the 1-0 lead for Awesomeitsamy, and we're back from round number 2, where Awaken's going to look to take this 2-0, and Amy's going to look to tie this up at 1 apiece and force a game 3 if she can. Yeah, I love my cat, I really do. Yeah, you did. You heard it correctly, Ravager. Yes, you did. Alright, shrug. I don't know. I didn't do anything. What are you talking about? On that note, though, we're back for round number 2, so same thing as last time. We're going to race through Mom's Heart, and whoever gets through that first is going to get a point added to the bottom of the screen. This brings us to another point, which you may notice this race was scheduled for 3 a.m. Eastern, and there's a race scheduled for 1 a.m. Eastern, which would be coming up in half an hour. If Tornus wakes up, we'll get that race in, but if not, then we will reschedule it, just letting everybody know what's ahead of us here tonight. Alright, so the relic to start off here for Awesomeitsamy. Every 4 rooms that he clears is going to spawn 1 blue soul heart for him, so a lot of extra health up to begin that run. Amy going to check in a curse room herself here. She is one that may not mind taking at least 1 pill with her. She's going to hold on to it for a little bit later. If she gets down to half a heart, she'll use it then. Maybe just 1 heart at that point, but either way, at this point I play it a little bit quote-unquote riskier and get down to half a heart first. Either way, the better chance that it becomes a full health pill at that point, so she'll hold on to it for there. And again, right on over to an item room and boss fight on her side. Duke Fly's just about dead for Awaken, though, on his. So again, slight advantage on the left. Excuse me, yeah, sorry about that. And a little bit of health up in the form of soul hearts once again, and fire rate increase with Mr. Squeezy, and Awesomeitsamy will be on down to his basement, too. Alright, Unicorn Horn for Amy. And again, she'll take that on in. You'll probably see it right here in this boss fight. That'll give her 7 seconds of invincibility and damage dealing against this Pink Widow. And there you go. So she waited basically for the Widow to jump, so she knew she'd get all the time that she could. And just like that, she rips right on through. Oh, wow. How about money equals power? These are interesting starting items and item rooms for that matter for Awesomeitsamy, but money equals power means any coin that he picks up is now going to add on to his total damage output. Let me give you guys a little spreadsheet here that'll show you exactly how much. We'll show this again next week for the Myth-busting show. We'll show you exactly how much damage up you get per coin, and that it does not cap anywhere. Well, it caps at 99 cents where you cap, but you do actually get damage up. It's much lower later on, but you do get it. Speaking of damage, Amy also picked up the pentagram, so plus damage on her tiers. Ooh, not into a super slot fight, though. Not one of the worst mini-bosses, especially the super versions. It's actually pretty quick. And speaking of bosses, we got Monstro on the second boss, or for the second boss fight for Awesomeitsamy on the left side. And let's see, at this point, I wonder if he'd be willing. We're probably going to have to get a pretty darn good item in a Devil Deal, but we'll see if Awaken's willing to spend up to 2 hearts should he actually get one here. I'm always kind of curious about this. We'll see if he gets some health up for that matter at the end of this. See, world card for Amy, as you can see, revealed the entire map for her. Alright, a little bit of range up. There is that Devil Deal I spoke of. And, 2 pretty crappy items. Book of Sin on the left side for 1 heart would give you 1 random item every time you used it, whether that be a heart, a coin, a bomb, a key, so on and so forth. The other item, the 9 Lives Dead Cat, would be a flat-out, no thanks. That would give you 9 lives at 1 red heart apiece. And again, that would have been the first of the Guppy items for Awesomeitsamy, so no thanks. He'll just worry about finding money like he's doing right now. And up to 6 cents on his side, so even more damage up. And being that he has 2 of those red pills, takes him, finds pretty flies in each of them, so 2 orbitals to block shots also for Awaken. Yeah, the D20 again, by the way, so that's the at least 3rd time tonight that thing has shown up. And again, being left behind by Amy. Next week will be the Mythbuster stream during the charity marathon, which will take place basically during the same hours that BOILeR would, except 24 hours a day from Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern through, I think, basically midnight on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll get more information up, including all the stuff on the BOILeR.org website as well for the embed of the video player and the actual donation page. And we'll have all sorts of stuff listed up there as far as donation incentives and things of that nature. And you guys will know what all you can actually apply your donations to for us. Because whatever you guys apply it to, like, you know, once it meets a certain threshold on, let's say, Gambit and I facing off and Isaac with racing sticks or something, whatever the thing might be. Or the one that's on there that I'll keep calling out, blending a Happy Meal and drinking it, Otaku. But if that shows up and you guys want to specifically, request that happens, you can apply your donation towards that, as well as obviously going straight to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. But we'll put it up, like on the side as well. We'll also consider that as, like kind of the incentive towards getting there. So we'll get a lot of fun. There'll be some fun ones in there, I guarantee. Ooh, Amy just missing with the timing on that bomb. What's up, Santa? How you doing? Yep, because the $1 bill still gives you 99 cents. Still applies the same way. Yeah, but will it blend? Yeah, Happy Meal will. I'll flat out guarantee that. In fact, I believe Otaku's done that before. Cough, cough, wheeze, wheeze. All right, a little bit more range up for Amy as she's finished off in here. And she'll be moving on down. Immediate item room here in a Caves XL. Yeah, might as well take that full Red Heart heal with Yum Heart. And there you see she uses it up just the one time, and she'll take her Unicorn Horn back with her. That'll be the first of 2 item rooms for Amy, though, if she finds the second one. She's also looking for 2 back-to-back boss fights. And speaking of boss fights, Awaken finding his here for the Caves one. Still has yet to find his item room, though. Excuse me. Alright, so how about another pretty fly? 3 orbitals now blocking shots on Awaken's side. 3 pretty flies. Those will wind up getting replaced if he comes... I was waiting for a horseman fight. Never mind. I was going to say, if he comes across another orbital at this point, though, whatever it is will wind up replacing one of the flies there. Devil card gives Awaken time and a half damage multiplier. And again, he's finished off the husk. Amy in somewhat of a dead-end room here. Alright, got a Ninetales will give pretty much capped out shot speed for Awakened Smoke. Also picking up the Scapular. If he gets down to half a red heart, that'll spawn 1 blue soul heart for him once per room, though, wherever that happens. So no item room, Awaken will skip right on down to Caves 2. He's been known to do it before, and here we go again for that little bit of time advantage if he can do it. And again, with those 3 orbitals, you notice he's already had 3 shots blocked on this room. Wow, is that coming in handy. Amy holding on to a Hermit card, but she'll get her a teleport into her store whenever she wants it. With 9 cents, she may consider it, honestly, because you may be able to pick up an item at half off. Excuse me, sorry about that. Alright, flat penny or left hand? Flat penny it is. Amy will take that with her, and now if she picks up any coins, has a chance that that'll spawn a key for her, as well as a coin pickup. And left hand would have been more red chest spawns at the end of rooms, or as you walk into rooms for that matter, chests may get replaced by red ones. And yes, you can still wind up with the other chests. We've seen it plenty of times before anyone asks. There's 9 cents there for Awakened Smoke, so even more damage. It's not much, but again, every coin does give you a little bit more damage up. There you see the one enemy that you can actually kill with those orbitals that Awakened Smoke has. The flies that look exactly the same that are not flashing red like that, you can actually do damage to with those orbitals. That's it. That's literally the only enemy, so don't try to hit anything else with it. They'll just flat out hit you. Rustic key on Awakened side, now more chance to key spawn at the end of rooms and out of chests. And we got more pills here. It's been working out decently. How about telepills? So Awakened's gonna hop right back out of that curse room without having to take damage. Why, thank you. Pills have been working out decently for him. Oh, torture Dark Souls. It's a good torture, though. Dark Souls is a great game. Like, it's well worth it, especially if you've never played it before. Like, take your time with that and enjoy it, because trust me, well worth it. That game is phenomenal. Alright, let's see. Awakened finding his boss fight yet again. No item room to this point. He would have to go clear out another room on his way back through, so this may take a minute. We'll see what he chooses again. Again, he did just skip the last one. He is going to go find this item, it looks like. What's up, Jack? How you doing? A little bit early for that extra, and again, that was a champion version of that mob that spawned with those homing purple shots. That is a nasty enemy that Awakened had. That was way early for those. He was going to be real happy that he skipped that room had he not had to go back in there. But again, finding himself a dead end. Again, thank you, 3 orbitals, as again, he gets another shot blocked on his side. Damn physics. Alright, so let's see here. Item room has to be down this way. Amy just found hers. Well, her second one, I should say. And again, still looking for 2 back-to-back boss fights. There's Awakened's item finally showing up. Had to be there somewhere. Alright, Guardian Angel, first of the orbitals on Amy's side, and that'll spin at double speed of what you see Awakened's doing. Speaking of Awakened, on into that item room. Oh, thank you. He needed some range, and he actually got it. Probably not exactly what he was hoping for. Damage obviously would have been better, but Awakened needed a little bit of range, and that is going to help out quite a bit with Mom's heals. And again, he'll be right back on over to his boss fight, looking to finish off the Caves 2. Again, Amy just looking for 2 back-to-back boss fights to finish off Caves 1 and 2 here at her XL floor. But as I said, first things first, Awaken on into his, and Gertie showing up. This time she will shoot out those quintuple shots. So Awaken going to clear out everything that he can. Mind you, she'll also keep spawning enemies, so that's not to be unexpected here. Wow, she's all about the spawning at the moment. There's the quintuple shots. I was going to say, sooner or later, that's going to happen. Oh my god, this XL floor, are you kidding me? It just keeps going on Amy's side. So down to half hour, she's going to pop her unicorn horn. Ooh, a little risky on that timing. Okay, wow, that got close. She got real risky with the end of that timing there. Whew. I'm picking up an extra half a heart there. Amy will move on to the room right before her 2 boss fights. I was pretty worried, quite honestly, she was face-planting that to death. That was right at the edge of that timer. Ooh, didn't matter though, next room she's down anyways. Ouch. Yeah, another XL floor, and another one as Amy reloads into it. What is with these XL floors tonight? Jesus. Ooh, how about Ipecac? Let's see those no Ipecacs, which re-rolled into a great item this time. The Halo, +1 to all stats except for range on Amy's side. And early enough, you might as well take it. Let's see those yes crowns this time. So let's see those no IPs and yes crowns. Again, the Ipecac was banned because that gives you poison shots, or poison bombs as shots for your tiers. And you can basically just bomb through every single door, get every item rock like you see Amy doing. Not quite the same as expendable bombs. In a speedrun situation, phenomenal item. In races though, it might kind of lopsided a little bit, so we banned it. She will take that time and half damage multiplier, though, off of Book of BOILeR, and she'll be on looking for that boss fight. Yes, IP. I'm pouring plate. Alright, lots of red hearts sitting around on the ground now for Awakened Smoke, so he has a lot of good stuff to come back and heal with if he needs it. We got Steven once again on Amy's side. Again, with that time and a half damage, you see she's into red tier territory, melting on through. She'll get one of two items out of this. One way or the other, a little bit of damage up, either for her tears or from a follower. And there's that second to last, item room for Awakened Smoke in his steps 1. No, I was just laughing. Just laughing at it. Oh, by the way, I think one of the incentive or donation incentives, I should say, for the charity marathon next weekend is that there might be a Ipecac My Reflection race set up. Because we can do that with Spider Mod, so that may be a thing. If we get to a high enough donation incentive by the time that me and Gambit cast together, that could be a thing. You know. So think about that for next week, just saying. Alright, we can actually taking some damage there trying to pop himself into that chest. How about that D20 yet again? That 4th time tonight. Again, Awaken will be able to put that to use in the next room here. If he really wants to. Okay. Now he's gonna wish that he had his D6 with him. Jesus. Let's see those no Bibles. You've got to be kidding. Awaken will be back for his D6. Pop right back on into his curse room here. And reroll that Bible. Ooh, the Holy Grail, so he'll be able to fly out now. Very nice reroll on that one. You gotta love this. So now he'll be over for that extra health up, and will take the D20 with him this time. So how about flying as well for Amy as she gets Transcendence in her Secret Room? Another great find. So both have flying ability now. And again, Amy is not exactly taking it too slow here. She's flying on along. Ooh, with Parasite shot now. Anything that her shots run into solid-wise will split it off in a T-shape pattern for extra damage. Quite nice build we got brewing here. Oh god, alright, so speaking of making up some time, how about Amy getting a lot of time back on her side here, possibly. Mask of Infamy for Awakened Smoke. Amy also with 4 pills, not gonna bother. Another Devil Deal, gonna pass on getting another follower with Sister Maggie, though, and keep her health. So Amy on down to the caves here. I may have considered Sister Maggie. At the cost of only 1 heart, she's pretty damn useful, honestly. Those split shots and homing tears with little Steve, though, are quite nice in and of themselves, so I don't blame her, don't misunderstand. Definitely don't blame her. Yeah, 1 hit point Sister Maggie's pretty darn tempting, and it's hard to pass her up, but again, sometimes health is just damn important. We saw, let's see, yeah, the one time tonight we got no health up on an entire run all the way through the game, so you gotta worry about that from time to time. Oh god, let's see those no fetuses as Amy doesn't have her D6. Another banned item showing up, my god. So this time, not able to re-roll it, no extra item out of it. That Dr. Fetus can't do a damn thing. Yeah, there's a champion version of the mask. Yes, there is. The heart actually shoots out those 4 purple homing tears, and the mask gets more health at that point. There's a few bad ones. Alright, Mask of Infamy finally dying over on Awaken's side. That box of items will give him 1 of everything. A key, a bomb, a heart, a card, a trinket, and a pill. So you 2 hearts would double up the amount of red hearts you have fill in your containers. He's going to D20 everything else. And get himself Blue Baby Soul, which will float around the room shooting out homing tears. Looks like he'll leave it behind. Decisions. I'd probably take Blue Baby Soul. Nope, we're going to take Rusted Key, so more key spawn still for Awakened Smoke. He'll leave that Blue Baby behind. We may be regretting that already. Especially just for finding this room to begin your floor. I hate this room. At least it's wide open. Even if it wasn't, Awaken could fly anyways. Alright, Guppy's Paw. All these items showing up now. Awesomeitsamy getting Guppy's Paw, and you noticed turning all of her red art containers, and actually, yes indeed, all of them, into 3 blue soul hearts apiece. So no more red art containers, but still holding on to that time and a half damage multiplier. Amy on into her Caves 1 boss fight. For Pestilence, will also get herself 1 cube of meat floating around, orbiting and blocking shots. Alright, so you see where flying comes in real handy. It would be a lot better with Spectral Tears for Awakened Smoke. I love that duo combination right there. That's one of my favorite item synergies. But again, no Spectral Tears. Awakened did get all of his shots blocked by that rock he was on. And speaking of being on rocks, hey Chubb, get off the rock, bro. Get off the rock, man. It's not healthy for you. Okay, that was a bad joke, but you get the idea. A little bit more range up with Mom's lipstick on Amy's side. So her shots now travel farther. Again, quite a help actually with Parasite, as you're noticing. What troll advice, Soyber? I don't know what you're talking about. That was legit. It was totally legit. Totally legit. Yep. Yep, totally. Rock. I'm not bad for you. I'm a tender-hearted lover. This is why I love you guys. You get my sense of humor. I'm sorry for that, but you get my sense of humor. Alright, so one more bomb there for Awaken. And again, Amy's still walking around looking for that boss fight here. Ooh, library though. So she's got a pretty damn good book. I don't know that I'd want to replace that. She may head on in though. She does have enough keys. There's that 2 hearts card, doubling up the amount of hearts filling the containers on Awakened Smoke side. So he's back up at what was 4 hearts, now at 3.5 as he took 1 more hit there. Randomized with that evil thought. Let's... No. No. Alright, there's that relic spawning 1 soul heart for Awakened Smoke, and he has also found his item room here on Depths 2. And again, keep in mind, he is on Depths 2. That just says Necropolis because it does not show the 2 on that when you get the expansion version of the floor. So it's not an XL version of it. That is a Depths 2. Question is, do you want that speed down? Awaken gonna consider the speed down with it, but Super Meat Boy Superfan is +1 to all stats, -1 to speed. And I think you pretty much have to. He'd be kind of sluggish. Yeah, I see why he's thinking about this. That's actually kind of a consideration. Yep, he's going to do it. So +1 to all stats, -1 to his speed. And you notice Awaken moving a little bit slower now. But he should still be able to dodge okay. Especially because he can fly himself over any type of rocks to avoid some damage if he really needs to. But interesting choice, +1 to all stats. Like I said, his speed drops though. And again, Amy trying to check out her store. Go figure, it's Caves 2, and...
if you're into Caves 2, it will be greed. I repeat, if you go to the Caves 2 store, you're going to find greed in
the entire freaking store. It's always greed. So, moving on along, she's got her boss fight. She was trying to spend her money. She had plenty of money to buy something like a blue candle if it showed up. So I don't blame her. I'm just repeating what we said last week because it's always greed in the store in Caves 2. I do not blame her, though, honestly. You have to look for an item there. Especially in her situation, you have to look for it. And again, Awaken onto that boss fight. Trying to find a super secret room? No such luck. Moving on along. And again, with 65 cents now on Awaken's side. That damage. Oh, that damage. Alright, Magic 8 Ball again mismarked. That is actually shot speed increase in that 1-2 of clubs card, along with this God Room, with the Relic for Amy as well. Some more blue soul hearts spawning on her side every time now. Or every 4 rooms that she clears, I should say. And again, she'll be on down to her depths, getting Necropolis herself, so expansion version of Depths 1. And Blue Mom spawning some of these real nasty enemies, like these splitting spiders. You see the mini greed head also on Awaken's side. We can just getting out of the way of Mom's foot on that one. That was close. And he's going to make sure he does the last bit of damage to her foot itself. You notice those 2 soul hearts spawn. So very nice health up on the way down. And 3 likewise pills. Oh, I'm kind of surprised he didn't take the 2 soul hearts there. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. I would have taken the 2 soul hearts and then D20'd everything, but So Hermit Card could teleport him out. He could get another charge. This is basically why we outlawed the D6, because this would happen a lot more. Yeah, oops. Yeah, there's the oops moment. So now we know the answer to that. Awaken didn't think twice before he did that. He did. Oh my god. How about a 2 of diamonds card, though? Double up your money, double up your pleasure, and your damage, for that matter. Not bad. Because keep in mind, he does have money equals power, folks. So we'll see if he notices that 2 of diamonds would actually double him up. Let's see if Awakened Smoke notices we've replaced his card with something that could give him damage up. Alright, Amy also finding her item room here in Depths 1. There's no more shops from here on out. In the womb, there are no shops. There's no item rooms and no shops. So at this point, money is basically, you might as well just double it up and take your dollar. Good theory if there were still a shop available to him, but there isn't. So at this point, it would basically just be a judgy, which if he finds, yeah, he could spend a lot of money and then still be able to double it up for his 99 cents. So this could work out very, very nicely for Awaken, where he still caps out at the most amount of money he could have. Now, if it works out that way, I look the fool for even mentioning it, but, like I said, well, at this point, he's probably gonna pop that 2 of diamonds and I would take the world card to the 2nd floor with me. Oh, that ain't a decision. 2 of diamonds now, world card with you. There you go. So there's your damage up with the 2 of diamonds. World card goes with, and that'll be a full map reveal for Awakened Smoke on the next floor. Nope, we got the entire breakdown for you here. If I would learn to spell correctly. Oh, crap. Somebody already beat me to it. There you go. Spazbot's got the breakdown for you there on that link. And again, we'll test that out for you next week. No problem at all. Happy to help. But yeah, we'll break that all down for you next week. We'll do a Isaac Mythbusters episode, if you will, during the charity marathon. And I'll let you guys know by Wednesday exactly when that's going to be. But again, we'll make sure to highlight it out as well. But we'll go through any type of questions the chat has, like, all right, does money equals power cap? And we'll prove that it caps at 99 cents, but you get the idea. Either way, though, we'll go through all sorts of, myths, urban legends, whatever you want to call them. We can basically hook up any type of item combination we want and make it easy to show you. So we'll show you exactly what's up with a lot of stuff. Yep, we're going to be using Spider Mod for that Mythbuster episode, whatever you want to call it. But again, basically, if you guys have questions about it, start writing them down for next week. And during that episode, feel free to ask and we'll check stuff out for you. It's really easy. All right, D20, a lot of extra items out of that room. How about a Joker card for a free way into either? Really? Really, with another 2 of diamonds? Too bad you can't get above 99 cents. Awaken would keep taking more damage up if he could. He'll take that damage, or the Joker card, rather, with him. There's that boss fight at the end of his Womb 1. He'll see if he doesn't get the immediate, the freeway, I should say, into his Devil Deal. It doesn't really matter, though, unless he wants to save that for the next floor and go down to Shale. But I don't see that happening. Yeah, Joker card right now. Brother Bobby and Flying. He's already got Flying, so Lord of the Pit on the left was out. Brother Bobby for 1 heart? I don't know. That's pretty low damage. So Awaken's going to leave them both behind, and he'll be right on into this boss fight. Thank you, Apple Fruits. Thank you. Yep, there's a link for you. BOILeR.org will get you pretty much all the information you need to know. Oh, God. Another Mask of Infamy fight, at least with split shots. This should go a little bit easier. And Dad's Key for spawning the Devil Room open at the end of this fight. So interesting. Amy going to go ahead and finish off the mask before worrying about that devil deal. Again, she doesn't want to run the risk of coming back in and having that respawn as one of the champion versions of the mask. So she's going to let that devil deal sit there. But Dad's Key opened up that room for her. That opens up any room that would, as long as you have enemies in there, will open up any door that would open up at the end of combat. That includes devil deals and god rooms. Woo, just getting out of the way of the horse there from death. A little bit more damage. There we go. Now it's all about killing off this horse for Awakened Smoke. And really quickly did so. So, oh, look at this. Mask is being a bro. What? Mask is being a bro, ladies and gentlemen. It is trapped. And Amy is just like, cool, thanks. Look at this. Wow, how about that placement on the boss fight on Awaken's side? So world card coming in handy here. Awaken gonna head straight on over to that. Oh, Amy going into that, oh my god. Going into her devil deal, though, and picking up Mom's knife. So you notice it is orange because she does have split shot. It doesn't affect it anymore, mind you, which stinks because that would be awesome if you could split a knife. Either way, though, orange knife on Amy's side, so it's stabbing time. Oh my. But again, just this room and 2 more to clear out. Awakened Smoke will be right at his boss fight to finish off the womb, too, and have a chance for a 2-0 win here. Yeah, why can't my mask fights ever do that? I'm with you on this one, Kasara. I'm completely with you on this one. Like, what? I've never seen that. That was so nice. And then to get the knife afterwards, like, what? I mean, for real, what? All right, a little bit more speed on Amy's side with the belt. And you'll notice she is literally flying along a lot faster. The puns. And there you see Awaken's boss fight, so just this one more room to clear here. No, we knew exactly what Dad's Key could do for you. It's just that you have to go into a secret room to actually get it, and most of our racers don't tend to go for him, so we left him in just for that reason. I knew exactly what it could do. We've seen that done plenty of times, so I knew exactly what the benefits of it were, and yeah, we still let him have it. Now, is that overpowered? Hell yes it is, but at the same point, that's a random find in a secret room, so it's pretty rare, honestly. Not rare, but it's up there with them. So let's see, Awaken, like I was saying, on into his mom's heart fight here. And don't worry about the D20, he's not going to get a charge on that, but again, already good 5 to 10% of the way through. And again, hoping for a 2-0 win here to move himself a little bit closer to playoff contention in the AFC East. Oh, I know, Squishy. Believe me, I know. I was just joking back, don't even worry. Don't take that personal, I was just joking back, sorry. Gotta clarify that, but yeah, I was just joking back. Ain't no thing. But yeah, this Awaken looking for his 5th win of the season here, so he'd move himself a lot closer to playoff contention. Yeah, Mutant Inspired has barely shown up this year, like very few times, and again, it's just because it's a secret room item. They're going to be kind of rare, you don't see them every day. The secret rooms, that is, you don't see every day in here. Alright, teleporting again back into that item room. So Amy's going to leave behind the teleporter, though, believe it or not. Alright, Awaken working on down. 25% mark passed on Mom's heart, so she's got just about 3/4 of her health remaining here. A little bit less than. And Amy's still looking to find her mom's foot fight here at the end of Depths 2. Oh, excuse me, yeah. Alright, with these night spawns, I'm actually kind of surprised that Awaken didn't drop his bomb there. It's kind of questionable if you don't know exactly how much damage you have done. Those spawns are based off of how much damage is done to Mom's heart. So it's all kind of timing with that. You're never really sure at certain points. Like if you're taking too long to kill her, and you're not exactly sure what she's going to spawn, you may hold onto your bombs just for safekeeping, and that's exactly what Awaken did there. I haven't seen Tortoise yet, so paging Dr. Tortoise. Paging Dr. Tortoise. Let's see if he's here. That'll be our answer. If not, then we know what's going on. Somehow I'm guessing he's asleep because he put in a lot of effort earlier today, so my guess would be he's passed out. Anyways, Amy, 2 floors behind here, just moved on to her Red's mom foot fight, and you notice that knife just going to go right on through everything here. That arm going to pop out one more time. There. How the hell did she hit that? Whatever, a little bit of a red health increase and soul heart increase with their, with the super bandage. And she'll pick up the Polaroid and go ahead and right on down to the womb herself. Although, ooh, with that loading screen, nope, didn't do it. Regular womb 1, I was going to say at least we could try to make this interesting, but it may be too little too late anyways. Awaken just this last little tick of damage to do on Mom's foot. Mom's heart. Try to do that every time. Every time. Yeah, it was a pretty safe bet. On that note, like you see right there, there is Mom's heart disappearing, and you see the light up to Cathedral and the way down to Shale appearing, and Awaken Smoke has got himself his 5th victory of the season, so very nicely done there. You see the GGs in chat. Very nicely done, guys and gals.